Now, a man from Keswick is back home after being a member of a very select group of people that have climbed to the top of Everest from both sides. Tim Mosedale from Keswick on the line to me now. Morning, Tim.
Good morning.
How's
How are you
things?
doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, very well.
So when did you get back?
I got back on Friday.
So how was it? I mean, I'm just trying to... one side is impressive enough. Why wasn't one side good enough?
Well, it's always nice to do new routes and new sort of objectives. But also I had, I don't know whether you remember, we spoke about 10 weeks ago, and I had some clients as well. So I was actually working on the hill, which, from a mountaineering instructor's point of view is very high accolade. So the other thing was I wouldn't go back on the north side with clients because objectively it's quite dangerous. So, if I was going to work on the hill, it had to be south and something in it for them.
Yeah, so how dangerous exactly then?
On the north side,
on the north side.
Summit Day, it is sort of quite an undertaking, and if people get into difficulty, then it's very dangerous all round for the climbing Sherpas and the clients and all the other people around them. Whereas on the south side, it's steeper and it's snowier. So in theory, you can sort of toboggan people back down the hill if they're in difficulty.
So how long does it take you to get up then, north side or south side?
Well, I was away for 8 weeks to the day, and of that, about 6 weeks was acclimatisation and getting ready higher and higher on the hill and getting the logistics in place and getting all the camps stocked with food and gas and oxygen. And then there's a bit of a waiting game, and then the actual summit push itself is about a 4-day event, and you progressively get to higher camps, and then you go for the top, and then once you're on the top, that's it. It's downhill all the way, and we were from the summit to the UK in a week.
Yeah, and what's the view like then on the top?
It was pretty good. If I stood on my tippy toes, I could see the top of my house, actually. And no, I mean, it was awesome. Unfortunately, slightly cloudy, so only the higher peaks were sticking out of the cloud. But the panorama is absolutely stupendous. It's just it's a vast area that you can see. And there's that sense of achievement, and it's a really special place to be.
Yeah, your family must have been worried sick.
I think a certain amount of anxiety. Yes, but
do they try and talk you out of this stuff you do?
Sort
they do,
of,
don't they?
Not really. I mean, very supportive. If you're going to go and do it, be safe. That sort of attitude, rather than, oh, what are you doing and how can you put us through it? So, I did have a lot of support, and you need that really, because otherwise you've got, if you've got emotional baggage, it's very difficult to progress further and further up into a rarefied atmosphere, and it's a lot of hard work. And the last thing you need is thoughts of what's going on back at home, and emotional emails and texts.
Yeah. So you just isolate yourself when you're away and just do the job in hand.
I do actually. I'm quite ruthless because I've got a job to do and I've got clients to look after. When I'm on the hill, I try not to give much thought to anything other than working on the hill. So, I do have some moments to myself, when you can reflect on home and you can read emails and texts, but on the whole, a job to do, and you've got to be professional about it.
Yeah. And when you say clients, then, who are they?
They were some people who I contacted, and I just sort of said, got an expedition, do you want to come along? And it was people who I thought were the right demeanour, with the right kind of mountaineering aptitude and CV, who could probably get enough time off work and who could afford it. So, I cherry-picked 23, 24 people, and of those, five came on the trip. So
yeah. Now, I know what you guys are like, Tim. This becomes an addiction, doesn't it? So you've climbed Everest from both sides, so what's next?
Both sides. So I'm only the 10th Brit to have done that as well, actually. So
yeah,
I'm
congratulations.
That. And what's next? I go to a mountain called Amadablam every November. So I'm back there in autumn, on a personal note, what's next? Well, bowls of cereal are actually doing the trick at the moment. And, coffee and relaxing and reading the paper and catching up with my family. That's what's next at the moment.
Good man. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for talking. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much. Cheers. All right.
Tim Mosedale, one of only 10 people then to have climbed to the top of Everest from both sides. You're listening